there's one thing we Brits love, it's a great walk. And we all have our favourite. But this is a competition where 5 of the UK's keenest hikers go foot to foot.
Ta-da! Everyone's lying if they think they don't want to win, because everyone wants to win. Why would you not?
To prove that their walk is better than their rivals.
Go on, keep going, don't stop! Don't stop, that's good!
Across the week, they'll take it in turns to host the hike.
Oh, yay!
Marking each other's picnics.
That was absolutely rotten.
Views. Entertainment.
Got the swing.
Uphill.
I'm only little, it's a big hill.
Down dale.
Oh, well, I get hold of you.
Come rain or shine.
Windy, snowing, gales. I've never been on a walk like it.
At the end of the walking week, the walking winner will walk off with a £500 voucher for walking gear. And the coveted golden walking stick. Let battle commence. It's time to take a hike. This week, we're in heaven in Devon. The only county to boast a 16-sided house and not one, but 2 separate coastlines. And it's where 5 super competitive hikers are battling it out to win the Take a Hike golden walking stick and £500 voucher. And here they are. Local councillor Chaz from Plymouth.
The man, the turban, the legend.
That's the one. Part-time farmer Rosie from Bishop Stainton.
I think sometimes I say things too straight.
I just feel like I pooed my pants because it's like weird.
Yeah, it is. B&B owner Colin from Paynton.
Some people are think I'm a bit strange. Too, theoretical things.
Remember, it's a family show, Colin. First to host yesterday was forthright taxi driver Helen.
I can't stand her. I think she's ugly. There's no filter. My filter broke.
Whose tour of Ilfracombe's coastal path started with a clang.
Oh, yay!
And ended with a splash.
Don't they look stunning?
Despite her boring picnic,
I thought we were going to get a kebab.
her no-filter hosting skills and kayaking surprise earned her a healthy 30 out of 40 points.
I think she just did so well. Like, gorgeous walk, gorgeous views.
Can 29-year-old teaching assistant Julian from Barnstaple top that?
If I had to give 3 words to describe myself, they'd be absurd, creative and passionate. The mess thing about where I live is that there's so many people who aren't human people, and like so many birds and foxes and hares and pheasants and all these people who, you know, aren't featherless bipeds.
Yeah. Oh, I'm with you, Julian.
I'm definitely a badger. Hands down, I am a badger.
Yeah, you're losing me now.
I think badgers are amazing and beautiful, and I have a profound sense of love for them. Every badger I've ever met has been a lovely chap or chapette.
I'm essentially a badger in human suit. My word.
At least Farmer Rosie will be on the same wavelength.
Has he ever been near a badger? They're horrendous and they stink and they're really vicious.
Oh, Julian's not that bad.
My favourite kind of walk is a walk where there is a lot of trees and there is a lot of stuff on the floor, and have spots where you can just kind of wander for a bit and sit. Stuff where there's, you know, lots of green stuff and wildlife.
So Badger Julian is all set to wow his rival hikers. His 8-kilometre route starts at the North Devon town of Lynmouth, known as the walking capital of Exmoor. They'll walk alongside the East Lynn River, head off through woodland up to Wind Hill, before dropping down to the river to end back in Lynmouth.
I think that my walk will be the winner because of the landscape where it is utterly beautiful. I am going to be the top guide, and they're going to be like, that was some great guidance there.
Sounds good to me, Julian. So what can the other badger humans expect?
It's going to be probably a weird day for some of the people I'm taking on this walk, and it's going to involve some giggles, hopefully.
I want him to open up a bit more because, I say, he was very, very quiet on my walk.
He's certainly a natural world person.
So I'm looking forward to that one. And this looks even longer than Helen's walk.
Straight-talking country girl Rosie wasn't overly impressed with Julian's tree-climbing antics yesterday.
But you've done it. You can jump from there?
Yeah, go.
Right.
I feel like he's probably going to be very anti-hunting and farming and that kind of thing. Put it in the bucket. Ooh, don't break it.
I'm not looking forward to it, if I'm honest. I think it's going to be rubbish.
Positive thinking, Rosie. I like it. Let's get going.
Welcome to the River Lynn. We're all going to have a really good day. We're going to see some trees and some wild stuff and hopefully have some wild experiences. Let's go.
First off, the walk will follow the path along the East Lynn River before heading off up into the woodland. The 18th century Romantic poets dubbed it Little Switzerland because of its alpine feel. Let's hope our walkers can keep the peace today. Julian wastes no time, impressing everyone with a killer dinner party fact.
I have been told by an angler, who I trust on this, but I've not been able to check out that this is true, but the salmon that come up this river, because of the shape of the river, are a lot thinner than the salmon that come up other rivers in Devon.
Fishy story. Very fishy story.
I know
Because
an angler.
they never lie, do they?
No.
It's that bit. They never tell lies.
No.
Did he tell you about the one that got away then?
Is it fact or fiction? That's one of those memories that you're going to remember. You know, when people talk to me, I'll go, yeah, that eco-warrior was talking about skinny salmon. He's off his head.
Well, if we do see a fisherman, let's not ask him, OK?
Excuse me,
Oh.
question for you. I've been told by someone who's also an angler that the salmon on this river, they're thinner because of the shape of the river. Is that true? Do you know? Haven't got a clue? No. No?
Glad we cleared that up. The next part of the walk heads away from the river and may require some serious leg action. It's time to climb.
Wow!
Tell you what, you wouldn't come up here when it's muddy.
Oh, I
You're
don't
right,
like
Kaz.
it.
Pissed.
You're right, Ellen. Yeah, I'm fine. Thanks for asking.
You all right, Ellen?
Yeah, I'm fine. Thanks for asking.
All right.
The good thing is, if we fall,
Yeah, we're dead.
no, Ellen's going to stop us.
You've got to go down eventually, Chaz.
What
Let you
goes
live
up?
up here.
The steep sides of the valley were formed by a glacier back in the Ice Age. This part of Julian's hike takes them from the valley floor to 140 metres above sea level. That's a leg wobbler.
Up the path, through these woods, rather steep. Quite challenging.
Hold on a minute, Julian. We're all knackered. Let's catch our breath.
I want people to have an experience of just being in this wild space and having that, and that being something that they encounter and can remember.
I'm bored to death. Yeah, it's rubbish.
That's the spirit, Rosie. Julian, you're going to need to pull something big out of the bag here, or you are going to lose her.
I'm still here, love. I'm still here.
I'm all right.
Julian wants today to be about more than just going for a hike. He's a firm believer in the healing power of nature.
Spaces like this are where kind of real healing, kind of on a psychological level, kind of seems to happen, where you find yourself in the world and finding yourself somewhere that's alive and where you are kind of part of the space, and you lose that sense of alienation and isolation.
And he knows exactly how to unlock that healing power.
We're going to go hug some trees.
On the telly? You want me to hug a tree on the telly?
Let's go off grid.
Absolutely not.
I hug trees often. I've hugged loads of the trees here.
Absolutely not. It's absolutely ridiculous.
I've kissed trees. Even on one occasion, I've licked a tree. Just, you know. All right, pick a tree and hug it.
I'll hug a tree with you,
Just
Julian.
hugging trees is magical.
Is it?
It is a really wonderful experience.
I mean, what is there to say about tree hugging? Why would you hug a tree? I just think it's weird.
Have a go to me. Life experiences. But hey-ho, if it's going to upset her, don't push.
Julian is having some me time with his trunk, but he's not the only one having a woody awakening. So is Colin. And when it comes to reaching round trees, he's a natural.
You put your thumb and forefinger together. I've done a little bit of my time. I've enjoyed it. You will never forget this experience when you rub your thumb and forefinger together.
How do you forget the experience?
Well, I'll never forget this experience if I do or don't rub.
I like it because it takes your soul away and brings your earth together, and you're listening to the tree.
I enjoyed the tree hugging. I really did.
It's a grounding thing. It's about experiencing being alive and experiencing another living being, but it's still here and still sharing this space, and just in a really gentle kind of way that's in no way abusing the tree. It's, you know, it's just sharing a moment.
So did Chaz share a moment with his tree?
We signed a treaty together. Did you get it? I thought it was quite good.
No, it was. It was very good, Chaz.
Yeah. Or does it look like I'm barking up the wrong tree? No. Maybe I should branch out a bit more? Or shall I stick to my day job? All right. Got 4 in anyway.
And that's the main thing.
Yeah, go on, Babs, go on. Lead on, no problem.
Surprisingly, everybody bar Rosie seemed to discover their inner hugger. Perhaps Julian's next activity will win her over.
In a moment, you will find somewhere to sit that's comfy. We're going to do some laughing meditation.
This should be a giggle.
Just sit comfortably. Notice your body in the space.
Sorry.
Just feel yourself in the space. I prefer to do laughing meditations outdoors because the activity is absurd, and doing it in the space that is absurd, in that you're doing it in the world. There's a aspect to that is just like wonderful and just really freeing and liberating. Feeling the ground beneath your feet. Laughing as an activity just makes you feel good. It's something that is, you know, it is a very primal action that is, you know, very animal.
It is. Look at hyenas.
It's you know, a thing that you would do with a group of people, yes, but I've never like sort of experienced anything like that before.
Once there is that kind of grounded state, then I'll start and just make kind of ha, ha kind of sounds, ha, ha, and then from that, the awkwardness will kind of inspire nervous laughter at first.
Here we go. The giggle is on.
What is going on? I think it was normal meditation, and then he knew we were all going to laugh, so he just called it laughter meditation. That's what I think. I think he just knew that it was going to be so awkward that we were all just going to end up giggling.
Well, maybe. But once again, Colin is a natural.
There's a York, we found it.
I'm crying. Actually
Do you want a tissue?
Oh, dear me.
If you've got a sense of humour, you don't need therapy. You don't need laughter meditation or whatever you want to call it. You know, if you can have a laugh a day, it keeps the blues away.
I've had counselling myself, so anything that can benefit somebody in whatever way, to me, is great.
Well, that's certainly perked everyone up. Well played, Julian. They finally reached the top of the hill, and even Rosie seems happier.
Look at that.
Look at that.
Oh, wow. That's nice.
Could Julian be winning them over to his walk on nature's wild side? Let's hope so, because it's time for lunch.
I'm vegetarian. That's mostly out of an experience of what feels most healthy for me.
A winning lunch could help boost Julian's overall score. Yesterday's offering was a bit underwhelming, despite Helen roping in some expert help.
Hello, Lorraine.
Hello.
What culinary cunning will Julian produce to pull in the points?
I'm just about to get on making my pesto pasta, ready for my pesto pasta salad. The pine nut pesto pasta, sizzling away. And it's going to be tasty and scrumptious. So yeah, they're going to eat it, they're going to like it.
I learned to cook from my mother's family, which are Italian, and so I've made you guys a healthy pasta salad. The leaves for the salad, some of it are forage, some wild garlic, and the sorrel and mint for the end as a palate cleanser from my herb garden. And in case you've never seen sorrel before, here are some sorrel leaves.
Pasta with bits of garden certainly ticks a lot of boxes. But how would it go down?
Lunch didn't taste of anything. That's about it, really. That was it. Where was the rest of it? I wanted something sweet, and he gave me a leaf in a carrier bag.
Too much pasta, not enough dressings, too many pine nuts. Not good.
Weren't too keen on the sorrel, and Colin didn't take the leftovers that I had, so I was a bit gutted.
No rave review, and probably not the point scorer Julian was hoping for. But with the picnic done, Julian wants to share with them his own personal experience of nature's healing power.
I started walking as part of my recovery from cancer treatment. I was a brain tumour patient.
Oh, love you.
I got diagnosed when I was 19 and then finished treatment just before turning 21. It suddenly went from this thing in his brain is really, really boring and not doing anything. We can't do a biopsy because it's too small and it's in his brain. Like, you know, to being, oh my God, this guy's gonna die. And like, you know, we got to do surgeries right now. So I had surgery for hydrocephalus.
Are you in remission now, or
I'm over 5 years clean. I'm complete. I'm really. I'm a massive success in terms of. I wanted to be, you know, able to just walk. That was the thing. I just want to go for a walk. You know, I just wanted to be able to go and explore. And so, in terms of my outlook on life and everything, cancer treatment was you know, and finishing that and surviving that was, you know, just been a huge part of it.
For me, to Julian to sit with a group of people and tell, you know, what he's been through and the experience, I take my hat off to him.
Do you think your mental state helped you fight cancer, and do you think it helps?
I'm very stubborn, and I don't like to quit on things.
Not ready to give in yet?
Yeah, so that was a part of it.
I think it was interesting to hear him talk, because he just never talks, and I just feel like I've got to know him a little bit more.
For some people, you know, a personal battle is sometimes personal, but it was great that he was able to share it with people like us. So for me, that was really nice. I think that was genuine.
For me, what environmentalism is, it's about life and the living world and being alive and embracing that.
Julian might have embraced nature, but there's one aspect of it he doesn't like.
I thought you'd been to Blue Planet and all of that.
Oh, I never watch nature documentaries. I'd much rather experience being outdoors than some spectacle about nature. I'm really not into that TV.
Really?
I'm actually quite, in terms of my politics, I'm quite opposed to that kind of TV because it's mediated. This is real. This is here. It's not some spectacle. And I don't like David Attenborough shows at all.
Doesn't like David Attenborough, so I'm fuming about that because his it's David Attenborough. You can't not like David Attenborough.
It's not encouraging people to go and experience the living world.
It's encouraging people to stop and think about and to see things that they're never going to get to see. You know, some kids are never ever going to get out of this country, right? So they're never going to get to see what's going on in Africa or what's going on. And do you not think we should be educated to know what's going on when we can? Because we've got
There's lots of
ability now to be able to see them things, why shouldn't we?
I wasn't interested in kind of convincing them of my opinion, so I just, and or trying to change their opinion. If they like David Attenborough's stuff, that's fine. I'm not going to say that I suddenly am converted to David Attenborough's stuff, but that's, I was happy for them to disagree with me, and that'd be all right.
Oh, interesting, because Sir David is a legend, isn't he? In his own lunch hour.
Yet again, people almost come to blows about David Attenborough. Better get moving. The last part of the hike will take them out round Wind Hill before heading back down towards the river. Heading off across the savannah, Devon's answer to Julian has found some local wildlife. There's something lurking in the murky pond. Is it one of the skinny salmon?
Look at that there, Colin. It's just black there, isn't it?
Yeah.
A water badger?
But they're coming out of that frog spawn, aren't they?
Yeah.
That's what's happening, they're hatching.
They're out.
They're hatching as we're watching.
Yeah.
As you're watching them, you're just watching them pop out.
Oh, tadpoles. Blue Planet, eat your heart out.
Oh, yeah, look at that one there.
Yeah, there you go.
Wow.
Yeah.
I think you literally catch an air bubble and they just rise to the surface.
Yeah.
They've watched new life spawning, but these walkers better be on their toes, because this part of Devon is said to be home to something a tad less tiddly than tadpoles.
Do you believe in that, Julian?
The Black Beast of Exmoor?
Yeah.
I believe that people believe in it, and I believe that there are stories about it, and I believe in it as a story.
Do you think it's just like a cheap version of the Hounds of Baskervilles, because it's added a bit of tourism?
Bigfoot.
They do say, in terms of myths and legends around here, that rocks on Exmoor were thrown here by the devil.
Why? What for?
It's just part of the local myths and legends.
What was he doing? He just felt like throwing some rocks?
He just threw rocks here on Exmoor.
I'll tell you what, he was having a right hissy fit when he chucked this lot then, wasn't he?
He must have said, let's
Yeah.
rock it. That's
He was having a tantrum and a half.
Is that where the saying comes from, Julian? Let's rock and roll. Is that
probably not?
All right. Okay. Maybe the devil likes a bit of rock music.
Oh, he's a rocker.
Yeah.
He's a rocker.
Smash a place off.
Well, it's award-winning banter, and at least they all seem chirpy. But will it last? Because what's gone up a hill must come down.
Up
this way.
And down.
Only slightly, and then it bumps round.
You're joking.
And down.
You're joking.
What, another one?
You
And down.
come on a walking show. Quit complaining.
I'll tell you what, walking one thing, mountaineering another.
It's not mountaineering. This is a really easy walk.
I'm only little, it's a big hill.
And down. And down. And down. Finally, they've reached the valley floor, back to the East Lynn River and its famous skinny salmon. Julian's had mixed reviews for his walk so far. They're almost at the end. Can he pull something out of the bag to convince them his is the winning walk? He's got one last outdoor experience planned to get them up close and personal with nature.
Going to end the day with doing a little
skinny dipping?
Collaborative art thing.
Of course.
I would love to paint. I really would love to paint. And I'm not a painter. But let's have a go.
I know good artists. I do a great stick man.
Depends what people think art is now. I mean, you could literally just chuck things at a bit of paper, couldn't you? And they got art to sell it for £1 million.
Well, what are we waiting for? Let's make us some serious money.
We're going to collect up bits of leaves, some sticks, rocks, whatever you can find, and we're going to make something together.
OK, and we split the money equally, yeah?
I'd like to make a ridiculous, stupid smiley face.
The group gets busy with a £1 million masterpiece.
We could just put stuff together and see what happens, and just create something that is shared.
I don't know. My contribution.
Here we go.
It's already got a nose. Where's its extra nose?
Doesn't have that feeling of, it's not going to go on a gallery, it's just going to be here, and anyone can experience it.
What's the bit around the edge, then?
Face.
Right, which way, what is it?
There's the lips.
There's the lips.
There's the nose.
you know, a bird could poop on it, a fox could walk across it, and that's fine. And people could be like, "What on earth is that? That is really weird," and you know, and then walk past it, and that's all fine.
Where's the nose?
Here.
Yeah.
That's the nose.
I thought we was going to get paintbrushes and stuff. I really thought it was going to be a bit more artistic than that.
Well, why is the
That's
nose
in
on
here.
the side of its face?
But the nose in the middle. Poor love, he needs a nose job.
Time to call the National Portrait Gallery.
Do you know, what can we find for a turban for him? It'd be lovely.
He's got a turban on there.
Oh, that's lovely. Why has he only got one ear?
Oh, we need to find another
We need
ear.
another ear, bless him.
Yeah.
Here. Here you are, here.
Here's an ear.
Here's an ear.
You might need to find some other ones that work better together.
No, I can't be bothered. That's it.
Ta-da! The finished masterpiece, entitled Chaz on a Walk.
Oh, I just don't get it. I just don't get it. It looked like a pile of rocks, because that is what it was.
Wait for the gallery experts, Rosie. So they've come to the end of Julian's Exmoor journey into the healing power of nature. What did they make of the walk and their guide?
I think maybe he might be not as confident as he might want to be.
I still think it's a bit tree hugger. That sounds awful.
I thought we might have couscous and we didn't, so that was a bonus. We got pasta instead.
I get sort of where he comes from, that we're all attached to nature. But this, I think it's gone a bit way off the scale.
And I think that Rosie absolutely hated it, every single second of it. And I'm expecting a solid 2 or 3 from Rosie in terms of the scoring. But that's fine, you know.
Yesterday, Helen scored a solid 30 out of 40 points for her Ilfracombe tour. I'm getting the sense Julian's not about to beat that.
I didn't really enjoy Julian's walk. There's a lot of uphill, and the reason being, and the lunch wasn't very good. So today I'm going to give Julian a score of 4.
It was a bit of a hard slog. Yeah, pockets were OK, lunch was OK, and that's why I'm giving Julian a 4.
The walk really was from the bottom of the hill to the top of the hill. Lunch was all right. The art really didn't sort of inspire me, other than pick up a load of coloured leaves. So for that reason, the score I'm going to be giving Julian is 3.
Overall assessment is, he's all right, but it was rubbish and I was bored. So I'm giving Julian a 3. I said it so cheerfully, like it's great. 3!
Well, a cheerful 3 is a low 4 to some people. A thumping 14 then for Julian the Badger, which puts him solidly out of the running for the golden walking stick. But for Julian, it was always about more than points and prizes.
There's a little flavour of my perspective in there, you know, not the entirety of it, but just a sampling.
Tomorrow's walk is hosted by Rosie.
I didn't sleep because I was nervous, though.
She's hoping to blow them away with stunning South Devon scenery.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
Yeah.
But will her take on country life
He's a ferret and I use him for hunting.
appeal to everyone?
Well, I'm solidly on the side of the pests.